We're having a tea party and we have pesto toast.
Are y'all gonna put up a Christmas tree, Emily?
Yes!
Okay, good.
Crabs. This is just crab dip with cream cheese, Worcester sauce, some seasoning, and onions. I'm touching the food. That's alright. I'll eat that one. And Natalie brought us some sushi. And we have baklava that we are having with coffee. And we might have some tea later. This is supposed to be a tea party, but it's turning out to be more of a coffee party. Oh, you found a bear? We're going to make Christmas ornaments later. And I will turn this back on when we're doing that.
Figure it out. Like, she'll get half of your face.
Dude,
the other
you can
half
get
of your
eyelash
face.
glue and glue gems onto your face too, guys. I'm just saying.
Yes. Look,
If that
no
becomes
reason this can't get weird.
If that becomes necessary, it's an option.
Anybody needs moisturizing cream?
Actually, I used to use that stuff. I liked it.
Yes, I like it. It's kind of tingly, but it's not like bam tingly. It's like a little pleasant tingle.
Oh.
This is it, that's the end of the joke. And loses herself in her dreaming and sleep, and her lovers walk through in their coats. She's pretty in pain, isn't she? Pretty in pain, isn't she? All of her lovers all talk of her notes and the flowers that they never sent. And wasn't she easy? Isn't she pretty in pink? The one who insists he was first in the line is the last.
Oh, poor Natalie. It kind of ties it in. Oh, maybe if it's on both, it'll tie.
that she wore, she is gone, but the joke's the same. Pretty in pink.
Now to clean up most of that mess that, like, you know, a lot of it just went off.
Okay, we're on. We're on.
Oh shit. It looks like two different types of face painting.
I know.
And did a fairy face painting. It's not as whack as I thought. I like it. It's cool. One's like a mermaid, another one's like a vine.
Please zoom out.
Y'all are like, yeah. I'm afraid to put my bangs back down because it'll hide it.
Oh, let's do her hair too.
Slumber party confessionals!
Yes, Slumber Party stories.
Good ones.
Oh my god.
Okay, I feel like mine may not be good now.
Okay,
y'all are
okay.
excited. We need
Should
a
we drink
cigarette.
for this?
I need a cigarette.
And wine.
Wine.
Oh, the wine. I took it out earlier. I don't know.
Here, we can smoke in the kitchen now at this point.
We can? Okay.
Yes.
I'll let you those two, but I don't know where my cigarettes are, Emily. I'll have to take some back. I don't know where they are.
Look, you left those two.
And a cigarette will give it character because it's like we're telling our fucking
Yeah.
shit, you know, like.
Lay down the
Because we are.
truth of
Okay.
slumber parties.
Sure.
This is why the point of this is an educational thing. This is like why adults need to have slumber parties.
Now I'm trying to be like, what should I be willing to talk about?
Oh, I was talking about
I just
some fucked
wanna
up
see
stuff.
what everybody else
okay.
talks about.
Well, then I'm bold.
Okay, because I got a fucked up one.
You go.
My slumber party experience.
Here, I'll scoot over so you can get in more. Okay, no, we're all good. We're all good.
All right.
Yeah.
So I had
Oh, Emily, you need to be in.
the disadvantage of being a homeschooled child in Puerto Rico for like 10 years of my life, having English be my first language and being generally like really nerdy and awkward around people, so I wasn't really liked too much and I didn't get to interact with too many kids. I was friends with this one girl. She was in the homeschool group that I was in that I got to like socialize with kids in every
Yeah.
now and then. She was nice enough, but she was a little, you know, a little bit. I mean, some of the kids that were there were reasons why they were homeschooled. I was amongst them, but, you know.
Yes.
So,
Different reasons.
different reasons. So I go to her house, and I love her house because it's super awesome. It's in this part of Puerto Rico that's on like an Air Force base where like most everybody there speaks English. She has a tree house. I had a crush on her big brother. It was all like...
That's always dope. That always makes me want to go over there.
Oh yeah, no, and it was gross. It was weird. It was like some Edgar Allan Poe, like he was 28 when I was 14 shit.
Oh, God. That happened. Yeah, that happened, so.
So it was just like I was all going through puberty, being super awkward.
Teen girls
and
are
he,
weird.
like, yeah, he was the creepy older brother that he never did anything, but you know, he was nice to me and he paid attention to me. And I was like, oh boy.
Yeah.
So I would go like over there, and he would wake up in the early mornings, and we would hang out sometimes in the early mornings and watch Gargoyles and like eat pudding for breakfast, and that's regardless. But sorry, pretty soon.
Oh, that'll be fun.
Anyway, so like this girl, like I'm think like about 13 at this point, and I'm like a really like sheltered Catholic kid, and this girl is, you know, acts a lot younger than she is, and that's cool with me. Like I still have a big imagination. We're like playing in her treehouse, we're playing all this crap, and then she gets back, and there's this teddy bear. Its face is chewed off. And it just looks like that teddy bear's like seen some shit. Like it's just an off-looking teddy bear. So I try to think nothing of it, go to sleep, wake up, bitch is humping the teddy bear and chewing on its face.
Oh, shit.
So I pretend to ignore it. This is not happening. I'm just laying there. It's like, well, yep, she is definitely on the floor humping the teddy bear.
Oh, damn.
Mind my own business. And, you know, I try to, like, you know, I was there for the whole weekend, so I tried to push it out of my head. And then
Did
later
she stop
on...
when you came in, or?
No, we were sleeping in the same room.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So did she think you were asleep, or was she like, watch me do this?
No, later on she woke up and offered me a teddy bear so that I could hump one too.
Okay.
Yes!
No, yep, okay. I can tell my story. Okay.
Sorry, I had to get it out of the way with the really, like, awful
I can tell
No,
shit.
I'm glad you're setting the bar.
Yep.
Yeah.
The bar.
Okay.
But, yes.
I wanted
So-
to know how far this would go to you.
Yeah, so she's humping the teddy bear again. This time she offers the teddy bear, like my own fuck teddy bear. I'm like, I appreciate you thinking about me in terms of not having anything to fuck in your room, but I'm okay.
Yeah.
And my knowledge of sex at that time was extremely limited because I was a very, like, sheltered,
Yes.
like, if I ever brought anything up or questions about sex, it was shot down and I was looked at as if I was, you know,
Yes, I was the same, yeah.
I was doing something evil.
Yes.
Kind of thing, so.
Yeah. So
I
that
just
was
called
your
her.
first. That changes your perspective of things. At least affects it in some way.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yeah.
That girl was also a lot stronger than me.
Oh.
So more than once, she tried to, like, pin me down and kiss me on the mouth. And
Yeah.
it was like, God damn it.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah. Wow. You're like, I don't want to go to her house anymore, Mom.
Yeah, no, I call in.
I don't want to talk about it, I just don't want to go.
Yeah, I ended up calling her and having one of those moments, and then she, like, weaseled it out of me, and she made a big deal, and she was like, I'm gonna go talk to them, and I'm gonna say something, because obviously there's something not right going on there, and then she comes back, and, you know, well, I'm friends with her mom, and, you know, da-da-da-da-da, so...
It's kind of a tricky situation to talk about.
So, yeah, so I end up, like, remaining friends with her, it's just I have to be on guard whenever I go there, and never... ever touch
When
any
did
of
it
the
happen?
stuffed animals with the chewed off faces.
Chewed off. That's a
Yeah,
weird
that's
part.
the creepiest part of it.
The
It's
eating
like
the
if
face.
she had. I'm kind of happy now, looking at it in
Did she
retrospect.
seem
I'm
kinda
glad
off?
that yeah, she was off. But I mean, like,
Okay.
I'm happy that she had teddy bears because if she had like gone out and like tried to have sex with something, she probably would have bitten its face off.
That's the
like,
strange
you know,
part. That's the part that's like, that's interesting.
like like an angry former domestic chimpanzee.
That's really similar to a story I had, but yeah, it didn't have the chewing off face. That's what.
It was like a horror movie. So you go into this room and there's this like stuffed animal that's just like crumpled on the floor with
It's
its
been,
face
like-
chewed off, and it's like, kill me!
It's seen some crazy.
No
No more snoo. I got fucked.
The bear is like, you know, whenever she leaves the room, it's like hugging its knees, rocking in the back of the room, like,
Where's my face? That could be a horror.
what is wrong with
That could be a horror story from the
Like he
perspective
wakes
of
up
the
one
bear.
day wearing.
I know.
Yeah, that'd be
I
crazy.
kind of want to tell the bear story.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
It needs to be told. That bear's story needs to be fucking told.
it does. I mean, Tor Amos gets to like write music about her instance. Where's the voice of this bear?
Like bear and a gun.
Yeah, good point. Okay, well shit, I can't top the face eating part. And she was having a slumber party for her birthday, and she had like all of us from her class and a few of our other friends there. And they were like, we're gonna drive a limo around Houston downtown for hours, and like her mom was up there with the limo guy, and we were driving around about and like listening to Spice Girls and Backstreet Boys and all the shit she was into. And we went to like all these cool places downtown. It was magical. We were listening to like the Titanic soundtrack and all this lame shit. And then we got back and like we got into like a pillow fight, stereotypical. We were like 9 or 8, and like somebody's glasses got hit off with the pillow and they broke. And this chick was really dramatic about it. It was her glasses, and she was like, "Fuck this party!" Like straight up. Like she was like, "I hate you, Nicole. I don't like you. You're not my friend." And like somehow I don't know what happened. It's all a blur. But half of the room got on her side. It was like 2 in the morning and we shouldn't be awake. And like half the room was on that girl's side, like, yeah, Nicole, fuck you, kind of thing. And then Nicole was like crying. It was her birthday.
Oh.
And like the other people were like, y'all are mean and shit. I don't even remember where I was in that. And I kind of maybe blocked it out because maybe I was a little bitch and I was on the other girl's side. It wasn't Nicole's fault. We were just roping around. We got too out of control. And then every day the next morning, all the girls went home and everybody was in a bad mood and half the people weren't friends anymore. And it just evolved into this stupid shit. And I think back on that and I just want to like tell her like, dude, your birthday was awesome. Thank you so much. Like, I'm so sorry.
You should like find her again on Facebook and just act like it just happened. Hey, I'm
No,
just
I'm
going to show
actually,
you
I'm
a great
friends with her
birthday
on
party.
Facebook and she's cool as shit. Like, she's an awesome chick. I don't know what happened. I mean, it wasn't directly involved, but I was there. I remember that, and we stayed up way too late. And then I remember I wrote in my diary, like, I'm gonna tell all my friends that I stayed up all night. Like, that was cool or some shit. So that was kind of lame, but...
Y'all are like
I'm done.
expecting me.
I'm done.
Oh man, mine sounds. I don't know. I feel a little bit self-conscious about mine, but whatever.
That's good.
Whenever, like right before I started homeschooling, the summer of my 8th grade year, I just turned 14. It must have been like during August or something, and I was staying with my friend, and this friend in particular was always really mean to me, but she was like the only friend I had. It was her or hang out by myself, and I just didn't have the courage to hang out by myself anymore or something. My mom was always yelling at me for it.
Mm-hmm.
So she invited me over to her house, and she invited her boyfriend over, and we spent like the entire day with her boyfriend. I was with her all day. We went to church together, and then she asked her mom if he could stay in her room with the door closed, and her mom was like, whatever. So she did.
First mistake.
Yeah. So she did. She was like, whatever, we're going to bed. Just make sure he leaves by 8 o'clock. And he didn't fucking leave.
No, fuck no.
And, well, we started watching a movie. I remember it was Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Mm.
Yeah. And we watched, it was cold. No. Yeah, I guess it was cold because it was in her room. She kept her air conditioners cranked, and we were all under the blanket, and he kept like roping me underneath the sheets and stuff. And she was being really hateful, like in particular to both of us, like daring us to do, like she wanted to play truth or dare, and she was like daring us to touch light bulbs and cut ourselves and
Oh, yeah.
stuff like that. And neither of us did, but she was like getting really cranky and pissed off that we weren't doing her dare, so she stormed out of the room,
Oh.
and I had sex with her boyfriend.
Whoa! That finished strong. That was a finish
Just
line.
one thing left.
Yep.
Oh damn! So what happened after that? I want to know like what happened. Did she find out? What happened?
Did you walk in on it?
Did he
No.
bother you or anything?
She just stayed outside and smoked cigarettes. And
How old were you?
I was 14.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, got a little, and yeah. Here, let me see. And there you go.
Oh, the food. Yeah, you probably can't see it on there.
Sorry.
But
No, like she didn't find anything out. She kept asking me about it, and I was just like, "You're a bitch, Felicia. Shut the hell up." I should bleep her name.
yeah, now I gotta ask you which one that was, because I might have known. Well, if it was from Angela.
No, it was from Birdie.
Okay, didn't know. Ellie, do you have any other ones?
Okay. My first sleepaway summer camp.
Oh, summer camp is a whole batch of stuff. Okay.
I never got to experience a real summer camp. Like, you're gone for the whole summer, or you can gone for like a few months or a few weeks,
Oh,
because
no, I just did days.
my mom didn't want me to be gone from her for that long.
Yeah, thank you.
So there was this one that I begged to go to just because I wanted, like, you know, get away for a while. And it was a 3-day long weekend Catholic youth retreat. I was such an idiot. I was so sheltered as a kid. And I was just like that awkward, like, goody two-shoes sheltered Catholic kid.
Mm-hmm.
The people I hung out with were, like, you know, usually the people I tried to hang out with were usually older than me, kind of slightly gothy, like, interesting teenagers that, like, listen to the music I liked and play D&D and, like,
I
you
see
know,
where we're having things
watched-
in common now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's like, at the same time, like, they didn't like me because I was a narc and because I was
Oh.
just a dumb little kid who'd be like, oh, what do you mean, blah, 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 and it's like innuendos would fly over my head because I was so sheltered. And
You're
they-
like, I hang out with guys.
Like, the only person I really hung out with at that point was my mom.
Oh, okay. Yep.
So I was like that kid. And it was the first time in, like, forever I was hanging out with people around my own age, because by that point in time I think I'd stopped going with homeschool groups
Mm-hmm.
to their field trips and stuff. Just because even amongst the weird homeschool kids, I was weird and unlikable.
Oh,
Very unlikable.
We're
Not
like
liked.
a PSA though. What happens whenever like this is what your
is- yeah.
future is if you homeschool. You're just gonna sit
And
in the
remember,
kitchen.
don't homeschool your children unless you want them to become socially inept weirdos.
Like, look at our faces.
I mean, I can't.
Look at their faces. Look at
Was
the
not
smoking and the
involved
wine
with our
bottle
faces.
passes.
Sitting here right now, I can't argue against it. I just look at me.
Yeah.
It's just you got
We're
the
sitting here
worst.
with a drink talking about our fucking sheltered lives as we all homeschooled.
I don't think my story was that sheltered.
Well, in a way.
But yeah, like, so I went on this stupid, like, youth group vacation thing.
Yeah.
It was a youth group retreat.
Like a church thing, yeah.
Yeah, and they showed us, like, Jesus-y movies, and they had, like, Jesus-y speeches with us, and indoctrination.
I'm
And,
into those, yeah.
They showed us Jesus Christ Superstar, and it was the first time I ever saw it, and I didn't even see the
They showed
badass.
you?
Yes, I didn't even get to see the badass original Jesus Christ Superstar, which is awesome. I got to see the remake of Jesus Christ Superstar, which was like made in like late 80s, early 90s or
Oh.
something like that, and the costumes
saw
were
that.
hilarious.
Oh, I'm sure.
Like Judas looked like he was a
Joseph and the
Nosferatu
Magic
Judas
Tree.
priest,
oh my god.
and
That's interesting.
it was just like, yeah, the angels at the end like came out in these slutty white fluffy bikini things, and they were like,
What were they?
and it was just like
It's
nothing
funny.
had anything to do with anything, and I was critiquing it the whole time, and everybody was looking at me like, you fucking nerd, are you seriously watching the movie? We're groping each other because we know how to have a puberty.
Yeah.
They said with their eyes, but no. So, like, I had the most awkward, like, it was full of so many awkward, embarrassing things. So it was like the whole weekend I was just a walking facepalm. But there were the good moments, like, they kept the boys and the girls in separate cabins.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And, you know, the girls would come out of their cabins and the guys would be out there, like, sometimes, like, doing stupid boy testosterone shit. Like, you know, oh, I'm doing push-ups outside of the cabins. Look at me.
Yeah.
Like, stupid shit that nobody was impressed
This is
by.
a breeding ground for hormones, though.
Yeah. One night, there was a guy. First of all, there was this woman that looked and sounded like Frau Forbissina. And I hadn't seen that movie yet, so when I saw it older, I was like, oh, that looks like the lady at the Catholic camp thing. But she was like, rah! Like, just that shrieky, like, you know,
Yeah, like,
Germany kind of voice.
Yeah, really
She even
intense.
looked like her in the face a little bit. But she was in charge of the chicks, and she was, like, really humorless. And she was, like, she was pulling us all, like, we were in little barracks. Some of us weren't even wearing, like, pants or anything. We were standing there, and she was lecturing us about tampons and how we needed to put them, like, properly dispose of them. And she's shaking a tampon and just yelling at us.
Like, look at it.
And there's a guy, like, one of the back doors of the barracks is open, and there's, like, some little shrimpy guy, like, from, like, the boys' barracks, and he's just standing there, like he just got caught, like, staring at us because some of the girls weren't wearing pants.
Mm-hmm.
And she turned around and she looked at him with this hatred, and one of the girls, like, behind her screamed out, "Throw the tampon at him!" And then we all started chanting, "Throw the tampon! Throw the tampon!" And
That's
this
the
guy
only
ran
appropriate response.
so fast, and it actually, that woman, stern as she was, laughed her ass off.
That's hilarious. She was like, I wanted to do that. I'm so glad this kid's
It's like a little fucker.
I had a bus driver like Miss Crabtree. She was literally Miss Crabtree. It was
I
crazy.
had a bird in her hair.
she could have. Yeah, she wasn't legally supposed to be driving the bus.
What did you say?
She was on a lot of antidepressants and shit. There was some crazy bus
like
stories.
a charge of a bunch of children on a moving death machine.
Yeah, and a
like,
45-minute bus ride from Paint Rock to San Angelo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Our bus driver was like What's Eating Gilbert Grape's mom.
Oh,
She
wow.
was like 400 pounds, and it was
Yeah.
like, I don't think that she ever moved from the bus. Like, I don't know how she could. Like, we were so mean about it too. We were hating little bastards. And
we
then
weren't.
found
She just hated us.
She was the band teacher's wife, and we found a picture of her one time in their drawer. She was like super fun, like she was a fox. Like, we were all looking at that picture, and we're like, what the fuck? We were passing it around to each other.
Oh, that poor lady.
Oh man. Man, like, she used to be so hot. What happened? And I mean, like, did he fucking want us to find that picture? Because he was just like, go fucking play in the office. I'm gonna teach the 3 kids that can play an instrument. I think the rest of you are worthless.
No, I mostly had like friends who I wasn't allowed to spend the night with because they were awful people. My mom kind of saw it, but I had this one girl who wouldn't let me talk to anybody else. Like, I wasn't allowed to have any other friends. And she told me, like, and this is first grade,
Yeah.
so it was dumb, but like the whole year I did not play with anybody else or anything. Like, I was that girl's slave for a year.
That sucks.
Her name was Lisa. I don't give a fuck if that's because I don't know where she is at all anymore.
Lisa's gonna, like, see
I was in
this
Houston.
from wherever she is,
Good.
and she's gonna just be like, Natalie, I know where you are now.
I want to
You belong to me.
I want to do a shout out to JC. Fuck you, JC. You're a bitch. Fuck you.
Whatever you did.
Oh, are we
fuck you.
doing,
You
like,
know what you did, you hoe.
Are we doing shout
Fuck
out?
you.
Yes, let's do this.
But you're not
Okay,
really a
fuck
hoe
you,
because
Lisa.
you're too good for that. You're a stupid fucking cunt, JC.
Well,
I
that was,
hate
first,
you.
that was first grade. I hope you heal mentally, and I hope you're a good person now. But fuck you for that whole year.
Let's see.
Fuck you, JC. I don't care.
And
I don't
fuck
wish
first
anything
grader
good on
me
you.
for being retarded about it.
Yeah.
Fuck Nika. You know who you are. You overprivileged little bitch. You were always such a cunt, and you thought you were the shit because you played fucking violin fantastically. You also... You had no personality beyond the shit that you were good at, and you were just in general a stuck-up bitch. You got to be queen of the homeschool kids. Congratulations. I wonder how that's working out for you now.
Probably not working out.
And
Yeah.
fuck you, Chelsea.
I'm trying to think of another one. It was really just Lisa.
Are you all popular now, you bitch?
And
I heard
Nika's
you're
probably
deaf.
doing, like, fantastic things.